Good morning, students. Hope you have revised the last class. Today we will learn proper fraction, improper fraction and mixed fraction. Proper fractions. A fraction whose numerator is less than its denominator is called a proper fraction. For example, 2 by 3. Numerator is 2 and denominator is 3, which is less. The numerator is less than denominator. Then 5 by 8, 7 by 11, 0 by 4. 0 by 4 means 0 only. Okay. 8 by 15. So each proper fraction is always less than 1. Improper fraction, the fraction where the numerator is greater than the denominator. For example, 5 by 4, 7 by 3, 8 by 5, 10 by 10. All these are improper fractions. Then mixed fraction. The combination of a whole number and a proper fraction is called a mixed fraction. For example, 2 1 by 3, 3 2 by 5, etc. Okay, we learned about a mixed fraction. Mixed fraction is equal to a whole number plus a fraction. So now we will learn how to convert a mixed fraction into improper fraction. See, what is our example? Our example is 2 3 by 5, where 2 is the whole number, 3 is the numerator denoted by n, d is the denominator denoted by d, and 2 is denoted by w. So 2 3 by 5, it can be written as 5 into 2 plus 3 divided by 5. What we did? Denominator into whole number plus numerator divided by denominator, that is 13 by 5. We are multiplying the denominator and the whole number, and then we are adding the whole number and the numerator. See, the next example is 3 4 by 7. So again we will be multiplying 7 into 3. And then we will be adding 4. So 7 into 3 plus 4 divided by 7. So 21 plus 4 by 7, that is 25 by 7. The next topic is to convert an improper fraction into a mixed fraction. Here the example which we will do is 29 by 8. So that means 29 will be divided by 8. 8 3 are 24, and what is our remainder? Our remainder is 5. So how you will write it? 3 5 by 8. The quotient becomes the whole number, the remainder becomes the numerator, and the divisor by d, it becomes the denominator. Will you remember this? The quotient becomes the whole number, the numerator, the remainder becomes the numerator, and the divisor becomes the denominator. Okay. Now we have learned how to represent fractions in a number line. Next we will learn how to represent a mixed fraction on a number line. So here our number is 2 2 by 5. See, 2 is a whole number. So of course 2 by 5 will be after 2, right? And one more thing, the fractional part 2 by 5 has the denominator 5. So 2 to 3, the portion 2 to 3 will be divided into 5 equal parts, right? So now after dividing the number line into 1, 2 and 3, we divided 2 to 3 into 5 equal parts. So this is 2 1 by 5 part, and this one is 2 2 by 5, which we have to represent. Here I have marked this point and named it A. So this is how the mixed fraction is represented in a number line. For example, if I have to represent 1 1 by 4, so what I will do, 1 to 2 will be divided into 4 equal parts, and then the first part will be 1 1 by 4, right? Exercise 5b. In the first question, we have to point out all the proper fraction. So in proper fraction, numerator is always less than the denominator. So 1 by 2, 3 by 5 and 10 by 11 are the proper fractions. In the second question, we have to say the improper fraction. So in improper fraction, numerator is always greater than the denominator. So 3 by 2, 9 by 4, 27 by 16 and 19 by 18 are all improper fraction. Question number 3 and 4, where we have to write the numerator and the denominator are given, you will be trying them. Okay, let's come to question number 5. Convert each of the following into improper fraction. 5 by 7. So it will be 7 into 5 plus 5, that is 40 by 7. Then 9 3 by 8. So the denominator multiplied with the whole number, 9 into 8 plus 3, 75 by 8. 6 3 by 10. Similarly 6 into 10 plus 3 by 10, that is 63 by 10. 3 5 by 11, 3 into 11 plus 5 by 11, that is 38 by 11. Similarly, do the rest of it. I have done it from you. Please write it properly in your classwork copy. Okay. Convert each of the following into mixed fraction. First is 17 by 5. So we are dividing 17 by 5. The quotient is 3 and remainder is 2. So 3 2 by 5. Then 62 by 7. So on dividing, what is our quotient? That is 8 and remainder is 6. So quotient becomes the whole number. So 8, remainder 6. So 8, 6 by 7. Then 101 by 8. So 101 by 8, we are dividing 101 by 8. The quotient is 12 and remainder is 5. So the answer will be 12, 5 by 8. Next is 81 by 11. So on dividing, quotient is 7 and remainder is 4. So answer will be 7, 4 by 11. 87 by 16, quotient will be 5 and remainder will be 7 on dividing 87 by 16. So our answer will be 5, 7 by 16. Then 103 by 12. So quotient is 8, remainder is 7. So the answer will be 8, 7 by 12. So do the rest in this question, okay? Fill in the blanks with greater than, less than or equal to sign. So we know what we know. We know that the proper fraction is always less than 1 and the improper fraction or the mixed fractions are generally greater than 1. So half less than 1, 3 by 4 less than 1. 1 is greater than 6 by 7. 6 by 6 is equal to 1. 3016 by 3016 is equal to 1 and 11 by 5, which is an improper fraction, is greater than 1. Okay. Question number 8. We have to represent 1 by 4, 1 by 2, 3 by 4, 4 by 4 in a number line. So 1 by 2, half. 1 by 2, if we change it into denominator 4, what we will be doing? We will be multiplying both the numerator and the denominator with 2. So 1 into 2 is 2 and 2 into 2 is 4. So 1 by 2 is also 2 by 4. And 4 by 4, 4 divided by 4 means 1. So now we are representing it. What we will do? We will be drawing the number line. Then since the denominator is 4, so 0 to 1 will be divided into 4 equal parts. So the first part, that is A, it is 1 by 4. The second part, which is 2 by 4, that is 1 by 2. The third part is 3 by 4 and the fourth part 4 by 4 means 1. Okay. Now come to the next question. 1 by 8, 2 by 8, 3 by 8, 5 by 8, 7 by 8. Since the denominator is 8, so 0 to 1 will be divided into how many parts? 8 equal parts. The first part denoted by P is 1 by 8. Second part Q is 2 by 8. Third part R is 3 by 8. Fourth part we don't have to denote it. Fifth part S is 5 by 8. Again 6 by 8 we don't have to say. Then T denoted by 7 by 8. Okay. Now let's start with the other question. Next question is we have to represent 2 by 5, 3 by 5, 4 by 5, 8 by 5, right? So 8 by 5 is an improper fraction. So we will change it into mixed fraction. So 8 is divided by 5 and we are getting 1, 3 by 5, right? Now we draw a number line and since it is 1, 3 by 5, so 0, 1 and 2, it will be equidistant. Now 0 to 1 and 1 to 2 will be divided each into 5 equal parts. So this is 1 by 5, first part, second part 2 by 5, it is 3 by 5, then 4 by 5, 1 means 5 by 5, then it will be 6 by 5 or 1 by 5, 7 by 5 or 1 2 by 5, 8 by 5 or 1 3 by 5, 1 4 by 5 and then 2. Is it clear to all of you? Now students, you will be doing as it is shown in the board. Okay, you will be following the same way and don't try to draw all the 8, 1, 2, 3 in a same number line. It's not possible. So please don't do that. To complete exercise 5B, and if there are any doubts, you will be asking me. So thank you class.